My name is Susan Leone, and I began coming to the outskirts of Neighborhood Ministries in the year 2000. I found out about Neighborhood Ministries because I used to attend church with Kit at our old church, Open Door Fellowship, and also both of my children had been involved in the children's programs that Kit was running at Open Door, and then my daughter became an intern. Neighborhood has impacted my life in so many ways, it's almost hard to explain it all. It changed me. It changed pretty much everything in me. Coming into Neighborhood, I came with my own set of biases and not even realizing that I had those, and yet Neighborhood and God blasted those out of me. Changed my whole way of looking at a community that I was unfamiliar with. And there were some really hard changes with that, things that were eye-opening and again, life-changing for me. I would never go back to I hope I would never go back to some of the places of judgment or seeing people in a way, seeing them as an other. And I think that's the other thing that Neighborhood Ministries has changed in me, is there are no others. We are family, we are community, and it changes how I view even those outside our community. Mom's Place is what I was hired to do over 20 years ago at Neighborhood. It was a program designed to help meet the needs of teen moms. And at that point, we had a lot of moms who had just barely gotten into high school, because in Arizona you don't flunk somebody out of 8th grade, you just pass them on into high school. But every one of the girls in our program had not finished 9th grade. And so they'd already dropped out of school, so they were already pregnant or parenting. They were coming from homes that were filled with a lot of abuse, neglect, issues of abandonment, and they were not prepared to be moms. And how Mom's Place started, and I wasn't part of that, was these young women went to their junior high leaders, women leaders, and said, we need help. Who's gonna help us? And so these women began to dream of a program that would reach out to these young women. And I got to be on the ground floor of that. I was very fortunate. They had the groundbreaking ceremony on the other side at the main facility, and I picked up a thing that said, would you like to mentor a teen mom? And very, very casually, I wasn't even at Neighborhood. I came as a support to my daughter who was interning here. And very casually I thought, oh, I could do that. And I had no idea how it would change my life. One of my very special memories is the first Mom's Place graduation that we had. All these young women who were teen moms had not even finished high school. Some had just barely gotten beyond 8th grade. And we were able, when they graduated from Mom's Place, we were able to have a beautiful celebration. And they got certificates and gifts and a special dinner and everything. And it was a beautiful, beautiful night. As we moved forward, we had young moms, and we began to have less teen moms, but some of the older moms were still coming back and saying, we need help. We need help with our older kids, or maybe they were pregnant again. And we were very fortunate. We got a grant from the Kellogg Foundation that encouraged us to look at breastfeeding. While we were thinking, oh, we're gonna go with these moms with their older kids, it encouraged us to go backwards. And so we began doing a program to address prenatal care and breastfeeding. And that was incredibly powerful. And then as we're going from now El Mejor Empiezo for breastfeeding and prenatal, and then there was still a few teen moms, but now we're moving into more of a training for parents, teaching them about brain development and child development and age appropriate expectations. And I mean, we just taught on this stuff all the time. And our parents were growing and learning, and so they said, well, how come we're still Mom's Place? And because we weren't Mom's Place anymore, and so we took a vote, and we had everybody come up with names, and we voted on the name of Parenting por Vida, Parenting for Life, which now included both moms and dads. I am so impressed with Neighborhood Ministry having celebrated their 40th anniversary. They have been involved in people's lives for generations, and Neighborhood has walked with generation after generation, from the moms to the children to the grandchildren, and in some cases the great-grandchildren, walking alongside, loving families, providing, asking families, what do you need? And then working our darndest to provide those avenues of support that these families ask for. And it's so much more than a mission, than a ministry. It is a lifestyle. And people who come here are changed. Very few of them go away. We all buy in, and we stay here forever.